Okay, welcome back to another episode of the Day After Podcast.
How's it going, everyone? It is I, Ryan Neil Wayne, alongside Joe King, and now we are going to be doing the alternative cast of Survivor 50 in the hands of Jeff Probst. Um, so this is not the official cast. This is just like, people we would probably put in on season 50 just for either like we like them, it's been a while, there's something about them where we thought that they deserved a spot on here. I
Mhm.
know there might be some. All right, I'm gonna let you peek behind the curtain. Uh, I basically had 10 minutes to think of this cast last night. Um, and because of the job I was on my 10-minute break,
Mhm.
and I wanted to send Joe the thing when he wakes up before he wakes up. And so some of my picks might be like the fuck Ryan, but I will explain them.
And you know the what the fuck people, they're gonna be the ones that dominate this game because that's how it fucking goes.
Maybe we'll see. I know
Yeah.
there are like there's all right. There's like one really weird choice, but
Mhm.
I chose him specifically to pair him with someone else. You may have seen. We might have scrolled down and shown
Yeah.
the two potential people, but
Yeah. I know who you're talking about.
all
uh
right.
But yeah, no, we're using Australian Survivor because just like season 50, we did do 24 players. And this is kind of the only season right now that can do 24 on Brant Steel because they haven't made the season 50 Brant Steel simulator. I have a feeling it's going to be a lot like the Winners at War One, where it's not going to be done until like season 60.
Uh, I mean, there's stuff they have to program. I don't know. I would like to think that because they did New Era stuff recently, in the grand scheme of things recently,
Mhm.
that it means that season 50 they might be a bit more on top of it, but
I
we'll
think
we'll,
they
we'll
I think they just were like, people are going to be coming here because season 50's got a lot of publicity. So let's now do it. Whereas season 51 and 52 don't have that same publicity going into them.
I mean, that's fair,
Yeah.
but trying to stay positive.
Yeah, I know. And I got to bring you back down to earth.
Oh, Joe, life does that already. You can just kick your feet up and relax. Trust me, I will be humbled.
Okay, perfect. That's I love some humble pie, but let's get right into it here with this new Sela tribe.
I'm more of a coconut cream person. Anyway, uh so first up, we have Sydney Gillen from the big, I almost said big, damn it. Survivor, Co Wrong, Brains versus Bronze versus Beauty. She is a contestant that everyone has been wanting to kind of see back just because she came so close. She was very like distinct in that season, and she does seem like she is a good player. I don't think Beast Games kind of painted her in a very positive light.
No, that was a very embarrassing moment for her.
Yeah, but you know, Beast Games has a lot of crazy RNG stuff. Anywho, yeah, so I was like, all right, I kind of wanted to bring her because it's been a long time coming, and apart from like game changers, she's really not had an opportunity to come back. So yeah, I thought she would be a good representation.
Yeah, I do think she was in the running for season 50 at some point. I feel like I remember seeing her as like a candidate that was being talked about. But yeah, I mean, also someone who was very close to winning that season. If she wins final immunity, takes out Michelle and she's sitting there. I mean, she's winning instead of Michelle. She's beating Aubrey. Fallen Angel that just barely missed it. So we'll see how she does here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, next up we got the person who was the closest to winning Survivor without winning Survivor. We got Dominic Abate from Ghost Island. My personal pick who should have won the season. I think he had a lot more of the strategic chops. But when you're with a tight duo and that other duo is more of a social player, sometimes you just end up falling short because social game matters more than strategic game. If you only have one, it kind of gets overshadowed. When you're in a duo, it's really hard to distinguish who made what move, who said what. And so but he's someone who should have been on 52. I mean, like it's just kind of crazy that he wasn't there. I mean, I guess they're really holding that him being on the challenge against him or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like I don't know. It's like they obviously they pick and choose. I know they said, "Oh, well, Carolyn was on Traders." And this is like, well, so Sari and Stephanie in their back. It's like, listen, celebrity comp star can be a career now. Like, or
Mhm.
it's tough to say career, but like you can definitely ride that train for a while, especially if you did good in whatever series you premiered it. You can
Yeah.
make a decent like living yourself, either like going to conventions, doing cameos, and then showing up on other shows. It's
Yep.
like people want to see, their favorite contestants play other games
Mhm.
because, they can't just twiddle their thumbs until Survivor has a returning season. It's
Yeah.
like they're gonna do challenge. They might pop up on Big Brother or Traders. They got to make a living, and they got to put out
Yeah.
more stuff for their fans for them to root for.
Yeah,
But yeah,
exactly. Yeah, you do a show a year, and I mean, do at least as long as you're not like one of the first three boots of it, like you can literally make a living off of it.
yeah,
But yeah, I can't wait too long to wait for a returning season player. But here he is, someone who definitely should have been there. And I hope he does make a return at some point because it would be a shame if like he's such a great also second chance person. Like his story as a second chance on a second chance season is like the like number one choice for a story going into that season.
oh yeah. It's I mean, we already talked about the closest runner-up in history.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I mean, like even how he handled that game and stuff, like he still had obviously some social skills and things like that, but like Wendell did better. But like he had a really good strategic mind with him, and I think it's something where some of the new era players that may not be as familiar with Ghost Island,
Mm-hmm.
I think there's a few worlds where if you run it back, or like if you run a season with Dominic in there, he still does pretty well. Even if they do remember him, they may not
Mm-hmm.
know all the
Yeah.
nooks and crannies of his game.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah,
Agreed. And I mean, he is let me get my people, my alliance, and let's run the season down. And for a
yeah,
lot of people, like you want to be with people like that, like the honor integrity, like that group, they wanted to run it down with those people, but some of the Mario Party rules of 50 also prevented stuff like that from happening. But we won't get into all of that. But yeah, you want to get with people who are known for being loyal to their alliances.
yeah, agreed.
Okay, moving on next to the winner of this tribe. We got Marianne Oketch, who was supposed to be on season 50 and then got cut pretty much last minute for Savannah from 49. I'll be honest, I think Marianne should have been on instead of Savannah.
I
Savannah
I agree.
is dead on arrival. Marianne, I think, is someone who would have been really interesting to see her, especially a few years after her win. And yeah, I think Marianne's also just like a very interesting character. Like just as a
Yes,
personality, like I think you need to have someone like that on season 50. Whereas like Savannah is like a solid player, but like she's not the big bombastic character that Marianne is.
yeah. I mean, like, yeah, Marianne. Well, Marianne just we've seen kind of like the quirky girl archetype before, but Marianne is one of the few that have done it and gone far, and then also have won the game.
Yeah.
And then she's someone where she just has a lot of good sound bites. She might get underestimated again. She might be, like I'd say like now that she's kind of like had her journey and now she's coming into this with as a Marianne with a lot more confidence and
Mhm.
like also a bit more world experience. She got married
Mhm. Yeah.
in between then and when they were filming
Mhm.
as well. So like it'd be interesting to see her play again and how like she was very much underestimated her season. Now she's coming in as a winner,
Mhm.
um, which would have been an interesting story to
And,
see.
and I think out of all the winners, she would have been underestimated again. Like, because I think in terms of the new era winners, a lot of people I think have her maybe a little lower on the list and like a little more on the kind of like, yeah, she deserved it, but like wasn't like this crazy impressive game because her big move really is the Omer move at 6, and that kind of and then she just kind of gets the end, and Mike Turner has a terrible final tribal council and she has a
Yeah.
good one, and that's how she wins. It's a winning way. Like there are winners that do that. It's just not like super impressive of a win. So I think she probably would have actually done the best of the winners had she have been on the season. Like I don't think she is the target that Adi is, the target that Savannah was. Even Kyle, I think like once the merge happened, he was going to have a lot of eyeballs on him.
I mean, that's like, I'd say the tough thing, obviously, Kyle is second boot just because, like that's just how they decided to wait and see on his leg. And yeah, and he got medevaced, but it is something where he also was the most recent winner that they saw. So
Yeah,
his game was very fresh in everybody's minds.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, I would feel like Marianne, she it is a missed opportunity. There is a possibility she does come back.
Mhm.
Um, I think given like a similar opportunity in the sense of like Rizzo, where maybe we see her with some more wrinkles,
Mhm.
as one of the producers said to Rizzo. But like, now that like, 5 years after she first played, or like, 10 years, that way she has like more life experience. We see a different version of Marianne.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Definitely someone who should come. See, I mean, a unique winner. Like you want to bring unique winners back, not a bunch of winners of the same archetypes. Um,
It is true.
so yeah, moving on next to someone who I think should have been an instant lock for the season and should have been nowhere near the cutting room floor. But here we go. We got Rob Cesternino, who, took a pretty harsh, and ends up going on the traders, which unfortunately goes out super early on the traders. And now I think he's kind of burned by the reality, and I don't know if he's going to go back to Survivor now. I think he's a little burned.
Uh, it's tough. I mean, he does have one of the biggest podcasts out there,
Mhm.
but it's like he should have definitely been in the running for it. I feel like with how involved he is within the Survivor community and like his depth of like this game and how he knows, he would have been a huge threat in
Yeah.
Survivor 50. And I think that would have been like a great like story arc to kind of like see him come back because like obviously in All Stars he goes out a little too early because
Mhm.
tribe chemistry wasn't there and it's like, oh, Rob's a threat because he's really smart. But
Mhm.
like to see like Rob from like his days at Amazon to come back now in the modern day would have been really cool. I know he was like a name that a lot of people had on his wish list, myself
Mhm.
included. He was in there as well. But
Yeah.
yeah, so this should have been a no-braining cast move, but
Yeah.
what you gonna do?
Exactly. I mean, he literally like developed how Survivor like Modern Survivors played with flipping between groups and not just keeping the one group, which opposite of Dominic in that aspect. Like he ping ponged all around, knocking people out on every side. And it's a fun way to play the game. It's a fun thing to watch. And yeah, it feels so weird because I will hear like interviews from Jeff like talking about Rob Cesternino or like producers, and they're just saying like, I don't know if people are gonna remember him or something like that. I'm like, he's got one of the biggest podcasts. Super fans know him. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
some of the diehard, like some of the casual fans who like tune in just here or there and then forget about seasons. Yeah, I get it. They're not going to be tapped in, but you gotta look at your core audience of the people who are like there every time they're talking about
Yeah.
it, they're watching, they're building up the show as much as they can. Like you got to get someone like Rob Cesternino who's like a foundational center of that community and put him on.
Well, I mean, this is the same people that were like, Danny Boatwright. I had to look up what season she won.
Yeah.
Where you had Vesepia wasn't even in the conversation for Winners at War, which is like
Yeah.
a huge, huge like no. It's like, and then Tina Wesson, who is like one of the more famous like winner. I know like the pool was small, but at the
Mhm.
same time, come on,
Yeah.
like she seems like okay, we need someone to be our 10th female winner. All right, she's the only person saying yes. Sure, fine.
Well, she did say like right after her season that she is declaring she like reserved a spot for a all winner season, and so that's why they offered it to her.
Eh. Anyway, what you gonna do? Uh,
Yeah,
I'm so screwed when I see her IRL.
I
Anyway,
know. Yeah, you better hope that day never comes.
knowing me, it's gonna happen.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm gonna arrange it. That's gonna be a piece of content. If our channel gets big enough, I'm gonna I'm gonna arrange where we sit down with Danny Boatwright in the same room and we hash it out.
Joe, please don't do that to me.
Come on, that you gotta admit that would be great content.
No,
You just don't want to admit it.
I don't have. I love screen time. I don't think I'd show up to the Zoom call.
No. It wouldn't be a Zoom call. We would be like hanging out, and then suddenly she'll come in, and then we'll bring in cameras and be like, "Here we go."
Anyway, next up, Terry Dietz from Survivor Panama and Second Chance. Terry Dietz. It's honestly weird that they didn't bring him back for Game Changers. You feel
Mhm,
like with how his exit happened, maybe because like it was too soon, he wanted to make sure his son was okay and stuff. I get that,
mhm,
but like it's weird that he wasn't brought in again. Um, I mean, Terry, huge challenge beast his own season, would have
mhm.
potentially won if it was like final three. He was like one challenge away from it, and then prematurely gets like goes home because his, there was an incident with his son and he wanted to, or like, and producers let him know so that way, if something were to happen, he could be there for him. And
Yeah,
like, obviously Terry makes the right decision, goes there. Um, and yeah, so I feel like it's surprising he didn't come back for 50 because he is very well liked.
yeah.
And then also he has that untold like story of
Mhm,
like, what if he continued with season 30, 31, but
mhm.
now he would be like back and be like, all right, we're running it back.
Yeah, I mean, I do think he's kind of aged out where I think now is a little more of a liability bringing him out there. Like 31, he was definitely on like the, last few years of I think them feeling like no worries, but like sending him out there. Um, I how old is Terry Dietz nowadays? Can we figure out? Because
50-ish?
it's got to be at least in like the mid 50s, I think.
I mean, I remember watching him on he is 66 years old.
Yeah, I
So he
don't.
was 60. So like, yeah,
665
he was
or
like 50, 56 or something back then. I
yeah.
mean, I was watching the Tribe of Nerds where we're on, where
Mhm.
Jake was interviewing. Dude still has it. He looks great.
Yeah.
I don't know, but
Yeah,
I
I
will
mean you
say
can look like you have it in like this kind of setting, but when you're out there and you're starving and you're exerting yourself every day, it's
it's
a bit of
fine.
a
He's Terry
difference.
freaking Deets.
Yeah, I don't even think it's necessarily like on the person. I do think that there's just like a thing in production where they're like, once you hit 55, it becomes like a little more like a question mark, like like they start getting a little more cagey of like, do we want to do it? Is it worth it? And once you hit that 60, that's when it's like really tough.
Yeah, as you can clearly see in this cast, that was not a factor when I was making this
Yeah.
list. But
Yeah. There's someone else who absolutely on this tribe would not have been able to have been on season 50.
no, but I'd still like to see it anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's why I chose Terry Deeds. I feel, and I think that's the beauty of our brand steals. They can live on in our universes and
Mhm.
battle it out and become champions.
Yeah. Well, we'll
All
see how
right.
Terry deals with this next person.
All right. Next, it could be Abby Maria 2.0.
Yeah.
Uh, we have Venus Vafa, who is the Regina George of the new era. Uh, she has a lot of fun sound bites. As some of our viewers might know, Survivor 46 is one of my favorite all-time seasons and my favorite of the new era seasons. And Venus plays a factor into this. I don't know if she's good at the game. I mean, she did something right. She made it to seventh place, even though she always had like a target on her name and she would have been an easy boot. But I mean, she did also fumble having an idol and then some getting Charlie to not trust her and then decide to put the votes on her. But she's entertaining, she's good TV. And I feel like if they didn't bring so many people back from 46, I feel like Venus could have also been from the running.
Yeah. I mean, she's a bad player. I will say she's a great character, bad player. She was
That has
ostracized.
never stopped them before for All-Star
I
seasons.
know, I know. I'm not saying it's against it, but like she was, on the bottom of that original tribe, only survives because Randon gets medevaced and they never end up actually having to go to a real tribal in that tribe. And then when she gets the merge, she's like one of those people who also is like pretty quickly being targeted as well. And she is like throwing out names, and like people are like, Venus, we're trying to save you. Don't throw out those names.
This is the same person that called out the Empire State Building. I don't think.
Yeah. So I don't think she's got great reads. I don't think she's got great strategic positioning. I think there's a lot of bad things, but she gives you funny confessionals and is someone who is going to just be a terrible player, but is going to be fun.
No, she's going to come back. She's going to dominate.
Yeah. I mean, she already has done decently well in this universe. So we'll see how she does.
We shall.
Okay, moving on next to Victoria Bamonde from Survivor 38 Edge of Extinction. One of my favorites from that season. I think someone who very well could have won had Chris Underwood, not come back in, because when he comes back in, he basically says Rick Devens is going to win and Victoria is like the next person that's likely to win. And that really blows up her spot because she was like super under the radar as a big threat at that time. And she ends up going out right there at final six. And yeah, and also if Devens isn't Devens that season, also very
Yeah.
likely that she and Gavin are probably going to be in the final three together. And I think she beats Gavin. So just kind of screwed over by the theme of the season and how everything played out. But overall, a very solid winner, or like a potential winner of Survivor. And yeah, we'll see how she does.
Yes, she's one of the biggest examples of a sleeper threat. Jeff even said when she was eliminated and brought her on stage, she is silent, not just quiet, silent.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what she's doing this days, but she could very much be an assassin.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's strong. She was also, correct me if I'm not mistaken, the first ever cameo we had on the channel
That
as
is
well.
true. That is true.
So she has some history on this channel. Also,
Hmm.
she's been brought into the brand steals before, but yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like if there were if she was cast a little earlier in the run of the show, she probably would have been a two-time player already, maybe even a
Mhm.
three-time,
Yeah. Yeah.
depending on how her second game goes.
Yeah, it sucks for a lot of those people in Edge of Extinction because it's kind of the Rick Devon season. Even though that I actually think that there's a lot of good cast members that are not just Rick Devons on that season. They just all kind of get overshadowed, especially like episode 10 onwards. Like that final stretch is just like, if you're not Rick Devons, like don't bother about getting like proper screen time.
Yeah, that it's hard to compete with.
Yeah. Uh,
Uh, All
okay.
right. Last but not least, we have Yao Man Chan from Survivor Fiji and Survivor Micronesia. I wanted to bring Yao Man because, like, I like him. He got done dirty in Micronesia. That was very much a young person season, and he was the old guy out there. Um, but from being in one of the worst seasons and also one of the best seasons, I wanted to bring him back. Uh, Also, he was just a fun character throughout it. I think he deserved another shot.
Mhm.
Um, so yeah, and like I said, I don't take into account, like, oh, like it might be dangerous for them on the island, mostly because this is a brand steal. They'll be fine. Uh,
Yao Man gets medevac to episode one.
as soon as it left my mouth, I'm like,
Yeah.
Joe will not let me live this down if he gets medevac in this brand steal.
Uh,
He'd be like, "You cursed him."
yeah, yeah. You just had to bring Yao Man, who I think at this time was like 80 years old, out to play Survivor.
Let me check.
It has to be like 80. I mean, maybe he just looks really old when he was playing, but
I
it's
mean, he was pretty old when he went out there.
yeah.
He is 73.
Okay, 73. Okay, okay. I mean, still 70, being in your 70s and playing the game of Survivor, pretty difficult. We saw Rudy Bosch, who, he was, in like the Navy or whatever, or Marines or whatever, and he couldn't do it. Like when he got to All Stars, he was like, I can't do this anymore.
I believe in Yao. Also, another fun. He's definitely the grandpa or great grandpa of this tribe. He'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, yeah.
We don't get this enough. Great grandpa energy.
Yeah, I mean, I think him and Terry, I do see them as kind of the older ones. Maybe getting Rob Cesternino in there as like a crazy uncle.
Yeah.
uh,
Yes, the patriarchy.
yes,
All
uh,
about them horses.
yeah. Okay, let's move on now to the Callow tribe.
All right, first up, we have Courtney Yates. Courtney very underestimated her first. It was funny. I was watching Idle Out video about Courtney and how, like, she was a recruit. She was like, I did it so I didn't have to do my survival job. Me as fuck. And then she does well, and she gets a little purpled in Heroes versus Villains, but I don't blame her too much just because of like her placement and everything.
Mhm.
But she is a good character. Also, it's like kind of like, I don't know, like obviously the teens and stuff, they're a great time in Survivor. And China is to some people regarded as one of the best seasons, if not the best season of Survivor.
Mhm.
So I felt like we needed some representation from that.
Yeah, I mean, she's a great confessionalist. Like in Heroes vs. Villains, she only has like four, but like they're still funny. Like her, meant to calling Russell a troll, a hobbit. Like going around like this, like it's you give her screen time and it is good. And yeah, China, really really good to see kind of like the New York waitress who doesn't really, she's not wanting to pray at the beginning in the temple. She's kind of, like, oh, I don't want to do this. And she ends up, even winning a challenge on that season. And getting to the end with being getting second place almost, in like a good final three. Like all three of them are
Yeah,
like very solid, could win survivor kind of players. So yeah, I'm interested to see how she does here.
agreed. All right, next up we have Jerome Rome Cooney. She if it wasn't for the fact that he went home in 13th and then also spoiled the elimination order,
Yeah.
barring like one placement being not in place, I'm pretty sure he would have come back.
Mhm.
He was entertaining. He has one of the cheekiest eliminations in all of Survivor history.
Yeah.
And also, we have lore with him because of you hiring him to roast me on my draft picks, only for him to know that you by choosing him first and then seeing the entire draft and be like, this guy doesn't have anyone in the top eight. And then me going and then seeing him in person to roast you free of charge, by the way, was hilarious. But yeah, I felt he's a fun character. And then I also brought him here because, spoiler alert, Saul is also on here. And like, those two deserve their own sitcom.
Yeah. That episode where Rome goes out is like they tell us like moment one that Rome's going home. And and then as it's leading up to tribal, we're being let in and that they're duping Rome and Rome thinks he's this mastermind. And then even when he gets
Even,
there, Jeff lets him host tribal council, sits in Jeff's freaking seat. It is
yeah,
just the most just like look at this guy being completely played by everyone, including Jeff.
wanted a little bit of fun. He saw the rest of the cast having fun and he was like, I need a piece of this. I need to get one or two things into. But yeah.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I wanted to choose Rome. Also, I will say, I also tried to get some new era players, kind of do like a 50-50 like split like they tried. And I was like thinking of like who, and you already chose a lot of great people, plus the people that were already casting in. I was like, you know what? Jerome would be a good choice.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I know it's weird. Honestly, when I was looking up, I was surprised. I forgot that his name is Jerome because I'm so used to Rome as the
Yeah.
name. Like genuinely, I was like, I had to like go to the 47 selection of where it's just 47 players, and I was like, oh yeah, that's right, it's Jerome, not just Rome.
What can you do? But yeah,
Yeah,
we'll see how he interact. Maybe he has been humbled after his elimination. He's like, all right,
yeah.
I need to cool it down a little bit.
Hey,
And
he's
then
like,
I can see him kind of be like a coach character where
yeah.
that happens.
He is, I think, one of the like maybe two or three people of the new era that are like actually villains. Like
Yeah.
he played into being a villain.
Yes, he did.
Yeah. Okay, moving on next. We got Jonathan Penner, someone who very much should have been on the cast of Survivor 50. I feel like he's also like this was kind of like his last chance. I don't know if they're gonna bring him back now because he is also kind of getting up there in age now. But I think he's a great character, great confessionalist, a great narrator. Never has made like a super deep run. Like he's never really been in the end game of a season, but every season he's in, he's a very memorable part of it. Even when he goes out in
Agreed.
Micronesia.
Yeah, I will. I think the key. He's a very consistent player.
Hmm.
Also, he's very like, listen, he knows what he wants to do with the season. He has a plan, and he goes through with it. And some people try to label him as a villain. And it's like it's a game. I'm not being a villain. I'm just playing the game. And I
Hmm.
feel, you know, um, he definitely has potential, and he has proven to be good. It's just that one hurdle. I don't know how things would have panned out. I don't know how in Micronesia if he didn't get medevaced because I feel like Black Widow Brigade was definitely running that. So I
Yeah.
don't imagine him making it much further than how he did place, unfortunately.
Hmm.
But yeah,
Yeah, definitely, definitely. But I mean, especially because Yule came back for 40 and he kind of his the whole reason he came back was basically for Penner and his wife because of what his wife was going through. It just feels like now after everything that kind of settled with all that stuff, like they should have had Penner also come out and kind of be able to, you know, play to kind of help causes related to what his wife was going through. So yet again, just another missed opportunity on the cast of season 50.
I agree. All right, next up, we got Johnny Fairplay. Now I know they're not going to bring him back ever.
Mhm.
Um, Jeff is pretty adamant about because he views Fairplay's exit as a quit and stuff like that, even though but yeah, thing is, Fairplay was like the first ever like villain, and I just had fun with it too. Um, it's also interesting to see how he would play Survivor in like a more modern setting. Um, and like the man still enjoys, like he's still doing the circuit, like what we were talking about. He goes on House of Villains. He goes on the floor. And I'm sure
Mhm.
he keeps wanting. He is also a man who loves the screen time, and he's still very active in the community as well. So I think he'd be a threat, but I think he would be a good shield to keep around for a lot of people. So I think he
Mhm.
could do fairly well if too many things don't go wrong.
Mhm.
Like one or two things, like I'm sure he can find his way through it. But if it's just bad luck, bad luck, bad luck, he might be cooked.
Yeah, I mean, I think he is gonna be the coach of the season. Like, I think people are
Yeah,
gonna think it's fun to keep him around for a bit, but then once the merge hits and he tries to do anything, it's gonna be like, okay, we're not letting him do anything now.
I don't know. I would say like with the team composition here, I think he'll be okay for a little bit.
I
But
mean,
I can also
it's
see,
the same with Coach. His team composition was great for Coach. The second it hits the
yeah.
merge, no longer a great composition for Coach, and I think it's going to be very similar to Fair Play. I think he'll be fine here, but once it hits a merge or a swap, I think he might start having more trouble.
Well, I mean, like the thing is with fair play, he's not like coach in the sense like he very much is like honor integrity. No, like I'm
Yeah,
gonna do whatever I can.
yeah.
This very much, like I remember him that he was hosting a party, a watch party, and Rebel Kell was there from Survivor Australia, and then she was like, "You need allies in order to win the game, Johnny," and he was just like, "Eh." It was pretty funny, but yeah, honor
Yeah.
integrity. The man made what a lot of people consider the most despicable act on Survivor of
Mhm.
lying about the passing of his grandma in order to go on a reward.
Yeah. I'm curious to see also if he does meet up with Rob Cesternino because he has gone on record saying that he played a game like Rob Cesternino, like in terms of being, able to go back and forth between the groups and stuff like that. So, um, you know, they could be two swing votes that just keep ping ponging people out of the game.
Tis very true. Tis very true.
Okay, next up we got Omar here, and I just feel like he should have been on the gas. I yet again, I just don't understand. He was the fact that there's no one from 41, 42, 43, or 44. I mean, I guess there's
Besides
Jonathan Young.
Jonathan
They,
Young.
they they decided to bring Jonathan of all people. I guess. I mean, like, fine.
Well, the bromance between him and Jeff was
Yeah,
like it was like Fast and
yeah.
Furious levels of bromance.
Yeah, I know, but like he was okay. Like but you're not gonna bring Omer, who is like the star of the season, who is like the big powerhouse, who is doing a lot of things, had the most win equity at final six. Come on. Like you gotta bring him. He was great in confessionals, he was great at tribal council. Like there's no reason for Omer to not be on the cast.
That is pretty. It was pretty weird that he didn't.
Mhm.
Um, he had a lot of potential to come back too because he was always. I feel like when it came to new era players, he was always on everyone's list. Not in
Mhm.
the sense of like, oh, like even if he wasn't a favorite of people's, people knew he played a pretty strong game, pretty strong strategy, pretty strong socially. Um, it was just like people got wise to it and then he had to go.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see how he adapts this time around. I think he can still do well. It really depends on what this team wants to target first. I can be like, all right, if he doesn't contribute anything challenge wise, maybe we take out Omer. But I
Mhm.
can also be let see him getting in the right with a lot of people and then being in a majority alliance.
Yeah. Agreed. Agreed.
All right, next up from Survivor 49, because, you know, there's usually some recency bias and like they might have had like one like Malcolm and stuff like that.
Mhm.
We have Sophie screen time already. In all honesty, I feel like winning aside, like obviously they brought Sage because she won, and she was
Mhm.
like, all right, a little bit of a no nonsense, or not. I wouldn't say no nonsense, but she was a winner that kind of didn't give a fuck in the sense of like, oh yeah, I don't know everyone's name. I may have been a little mean on my way here, but I did the thing.
Mhm.
Sophie has a pretty solid story throughout her season. She gets she has one of the worst tribes in history. What like and
Mhm.
the luck and everything, and then somehow becomes like the deciding like factor at that tribal council. She is also was able to get into group after group, survive, make it all the way to final tribal council, only to be stopped by a misplay of an advantage she had. If she played it right, maybe she would have won.
Mhm.
But then again, it's hard to like when you're in the Tres Leches alliance, it was hard for her to kind of like break it until
Mhm.
she absolutely felt she had to at fire making.
Yeah.
So like there were a few like things in her end game that just cost her the game. So I
Yeah.
feel like, all right, if she goes back, takes the notes, she could have won,
Yeah. Yeah.
or she could come back in Survivor 50 and potentially win.
Yeah. I mean, I know why she's not on 50 and probably won't play again, and it's because of a lot of the things that kind of came out after the season about how she pretty much cheated and pre-season stuff, and like they only had two alternates, and they decided not to cut her and cut the two other alternates instead. So, but besides that, yeah, I do believe that if the knowledge is power was played on Rizzo, and literally everything else from the season plays out exactly the way it is, I do think Sophie wins because that was just like a move that just made her look really dumb right before Final Tribal Council, basically, and that's going to sit with people. Like there are
Yeah,
going to be people who do hold that against you, and I think that did happen to her. Um, So and like Savannah like had a bad social game. Like she was not very good at that. She was a very physical player who kind of got by winning challenges and Rizzo's idol. Um, and if Sophie had just not looked like a fool at Final Six, I think that it's
Yeah,
a very different situation.
that is true.
Yeah. I do also wonder if people held it against her about the pre-gaming stuff. I do wonder if that was like in the back of people's minds because that was like that's now been confirmed by people, and so you know that people had to have known that that was on the cast.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah. Okay, moving on. We needed someone from Cagayan because let's face it, it's one of the most popular seasons. Don't know why it's not represented in season 50, but we got it
Or any of the
here.
20s,
Yeah, exactly.
or contestants from the 20s.
Yes, but Cagayan especially is like in most people's at least top three seasons of all time. And it's a newbie season too. We got
Yeah,
Tasha Fox, who also came back for second chances and gets the end, but doesn't really play like that impressive of a game, kind of, in the background a little bit more. But she's really good in physical challenges. She's social, she's strategic. And I felt like I don't think we bring Tasha on that often to Brant Steele, so here she is.
that makes sense. Yeah, she also was in the Challenge USA for a little bit.
Mhm.
I think she also has a story to tell of like, yeah, I kind of have, well, her and Spencer kind of fall in a similar category.
Mhm.
I think Spencer got a lot of the heat from how he was playing the game in Second Chances, and Tasha
Yeah.
kind of was able to like slide by, but they kind of fall in the same category of like they both, you know, got 0 votes at Final Tribal Council. And, like Tasha was like feels like there's that story of like she has something to prove after
Mhm.
that. Of like she is a great player and like, yeah, it just didn't pan out for her that season.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. But here she is. She's gonna get another chance here, and yeah, we'll see how she does.
That is
Okay.
true.
And on to the last person here for the Akalo tribe, we got Teresa Cooper, aka T Bird, who played in Africa. And I'm also surprised she wasn't on because she was in the running for second chances. And I feel like there's a big online sentiment around like they wanted to see T-Bird on. We're pretty upset that she wasn't brought on. Just a very likable person. And was the last of her tribe to get make it until she got taken out, unfortunately. But yeah, it's I felt like T-Bird, I feel like we maybe brought her maybe like once or twice on a Brand Steel, so here we go.
Yeah. It is it's weird because like I feel like especially with the voting of that season of second chances, like looking back, it is a little surprising she didn't make it on. I don't know,
Mhm.
like mostly because like that was like an old school season, and I know I didn't even see all the seasons at this point, but I still wanted like old school representation on there
Yeah.
because it'd be like, oh, I want to see some like players from back then compete now. Um, and I feel like that, and then especially after watching Africa and being like, all right, why was she on the ballot? And I was like, okay, I see it now. Um, yeah, so I think a big omission. Think I don't know how old she is now. I know she's still like active in the sense of like
Mhm.
she still talks about Survivor and everything. I don't know if she was in the running. Maybe they talked about her, but it would have been cool to see someone like first time playing since Africa, never have returned since
Mhm.
coming onto the island and then being thrown into a entirely different game, basically.
Yeah, she is my like I guess unrealistic. She is 67 right now. So that there you go.
Oh, please. No one makes that joke anymore about 6'7". Come on now.
I didn't make that joke. She's just
You had
67
a
years.
big ass grin.
I didn't do this. I didn't do
You
this.
did it now.
I did it now because you brought it up.
I don't know. There was a moment where I think you were thinking it, and then you were thinking that I was thinking it. Anywho.
This is all your head canon. I'm trying so hard to forget about 6'7". I might go into
Uh,
surgery next week actually and get that part of my brain removed.
I played a doctor on Darman. Do you want me to perform it?
I think I die.
No, 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 it's fine. Actually, I actually have a good business proposal.
Oh yeah.
It's because, yeah, it's called the Doctor Experience. It is basically medical care, but at an affordable rate, and it's the exact same treatment you would get, where I just tell you, I don't know what it is, and then I charge you less money than an actual doctor would.
And then you send me to a different place.
Exactly.
That is the doctor experience, all right. Uh, but yeah. Let's get back to T-Bird. Definitely going to be the mom of this tribe.
Yeah, it's very true. It'll be interesting to see how she interacts with some of the more charactery people. I don't know if she's going to tolerate it or like she's going
Mhm.
to be on board with it and kind of use it as like a shield.
Yeah, this could be a pretty bombastic tribe.
Yeah, it is very possible.
Yeah. Okay, and then lastly, we got the Vatu tribe coming back. We got Abby Maria, who last time she was on the channel was the first boot. Um,
She's had a little bit rotten luck on our channel.
yeah, yeah, it has
Oh
not
yeah,
been great recently. But someone else who according to her, was on the cast of Schreier 50, and then suddenly the cast list got leaked and she wasn't a part of it, and she was like, "Wait, what?" And like they didn't tell her. That's what she says. So I don't know how reliable Abby Maria's word is, but like I guess we'll take it for what it is.
I mean, with how they kind of move stuff around and stuff on Survivor 50, I wouldn't be surprised.
Mhm.
Um, like I've met Abby Maria a few times. She's very friendly. She's very, like I think we would probably get a version of her where she's not the mean girl anymore or has that like reputation as badly as she did.
Yeah.
Um, and I think, especially if I'm looking at this like composition here, I can see her do fairly well. I don't know. It depends on
Mhm.
how early they go to tribal council. If they don't go the first time, I think she's good once she's able to like find her people,
Mhm.
but we'll see.
I mean, she's going to annoy Soul off the face of this earth. Like she's going to be the Rome to Saul.
Saul Saul was excited to play Survivor 50, and then he arrives on the island. He sees Rome, is relieved that he's not on the same tribe. Ave Maria annoys the shit out of him. He's
Yeah.
like,
He's got to deal with
"Yeah,
Abby, Andy, and Carolyn.
I don't think I'm coming back for a third time."
Yeah, this would definitely be devastating for him. But Abby though, great. I mean, great character. Yeah, similar to Venus, terrible game player, but great character.
Yeah, I don't know. I think if she finds the numbers, she can make a deep run.
Mhm.
She has it in her.
Yeah. Well, she needs to hope that this next person has another day one meltdown. We got Andy from Survivor 47, who also, just like Marianne, was supposed to be on season 50, gets cut last minute for Rizgod. Now, I do agree Rizgod should have been on the season. I just think that maybe they should have cut like a Charlie instead of Andy, because I think Rizgod and Charlie have kind of similar character archetypes, whereas Andy, I mean, 47 was just like he was the big character of 47.
Yeah. It's looking at like the new era guys, it's Charlie would seem it, but I don't think they get rid of Charlie because Jeff likes him. I would say Mike White in the sense of I think it was a little bit of surprise that they got Mike White. And
Yeah,
I was like,
they're
oh,
definitely not cutting Mike White. I think that they really liked having 12 new era and 12
yeah.
old school. So you have to cut a new era guy. And
And
Survivor 46 already has 3 representatives. Like Q, I think is a lock. You know, I guess if you want to have gender balance, you have to keep Tiffany. Charlie kind of is like
yeah,
the next guy. Like I think he just makes the most sense to have not been on the season. Especially if you want to keep the winners. Because yet again, I also think Kyle probably shouldn't have been on the season, but they're probably not. They want 3 winners.
maybe Joe, but then again, Joe was very liked.
Yeah, he was going to be a
Well,
lock.
like he was very liked by producers.
Yeah, he was liked by producers and like the casual fan base of 48. And then he's now I think a lot of people are like, don't bring Joe back after what happened in 50. He was no longer shown as like this perfect, you know, like guy who could do no wrong.
Yeah, it is a little. It's so weird how fast they turned on him, but
Yeah.
I digress. But yeah, I think Andy is a great choice here. Also, I have kinship because I played an Andy game
Hmm.
before. Funny enough, also going out at 6.
Yeah. I think a lot
But
of people who play like Andy go out at 6 because I feel like I have done an Andy game and gone out at 6.
but yeah, I feel like if they have like a returnee season or like a captain season, there is potential that he comes back. But yeah,
Definitely, definitely. Next up, definitely, I think one of the big shocking choices, because they really held it against, I think, her more than anyone else, for being on a different show. We got
how dare
Carolyn.
she?
Yeah, Carolyn from 44, all because she decided to go on the traders. Like, what an awful, awful decision. She should be, you know, crucified for even thinking of going on a different show than Survivor. Um, even though she's like the biggest character of the new era. and
Exactly.
and a lot of people would say like now that people know her game, I think now she has like win equity, whereas she had no win equity on her first season because everyone just saw her as this crazy emotional lady who was irrational. I think now people are like, oh wait, she actually was really good at the game, because she got to final tribal council and just no one took her seriously. No one really, well, like even thought to vote for her.
Even if you look at her play style in granted, traders, she was like a little cutthroat after a certain point, but then in her season, a little bit of a warning. 3, 2, 1. Traders turn on each other pretty fast that season.
Mhm,
Uh, but like she still made it pretty deep, all things considered.
mhm,
Um, but yeah, I think she's proven to be cutthroat. She's proven to be strategic. And also, so because she does have a great story of like, about, her problems with addiction and stuff, and
mhm,
then going, like, and being able to turn her life around. And now she's an icon that like people look up to and like, is a new archetype on the channel. Like, oh, are they a Carolyn type?
mhm,
That's what people, like that's what casting looks like. They see her as the archetype.
yeah.
So it just, yeah,
You can go
it
to
is a
pretty
surprise.
much every season from 45 to 49 and be like, oh, that person's trying to be Carolyn. Or like you can tell that there's Carolyn inspiration for why they put this person on the cast.
Yes, exactly. Um, but yeah, I feel we'll see how the simulation treats her. I think she shouldn't have too much to worry about early on,
Hmm.
but yeah.
Hmm.
All
Okay.
right. Next up, we have Danny McRae. Keep it on. I know 41 is not a well-regarded season, but I love Danny McRae. I feel like he was definitely one of the highlights of that season. Um, I even started to like him even more when I saw him do stuff on the challenge.
Hmm.
He's a very likable guy. He's also a legend on our channel. um, you know, he at one point held the record for being the Mune the longest out of anyone
Hmm.
on up until that point. Um, yeah, he's cool. He's a nice guy. I think he does have a lot of winner equity here. Um, but it's when I think he'll go deep in the game, but it's when they're like, all right, who's going to win this thing? They may look at Danny first, of like, all right, he has to go.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. I feel bad for a lot of the people on 41 too, because like I do think that there's some good casting choices there. Um, it's just
Shan,
on,
Ricard,
yeah,
like being like two big ones.
Xander.
Xander
Um,
is another one where he probably should have came back once he was a bit older. But we'll see the likeliness of that because it is 41 is a season to a lot of people, and so they may just look past that
yeah,
when they're going through
yeah.
casting.
Yeah, I think a lot of people don't want to like they don't want to have people go back and see the hourglass and the do or die. Like I think there's a lot of choices in 41 that they like regret and they want to like make people forget that that even exists.
Yeah, Jeff Poole, where he was breaking the fourth wall to
Yeah. Yeah, it's
uh
also, I mean, he's Jeff's gone on record, about how he doesn't like how he, made the come on in guys like taking that away a moment and like the kind of like give and take, and then eventually Ricard being like, I don't like it, and then he's like, okay, yeah, then it's not done. Like, should have just, if you don't want to say it, just change it to yourself, you know.
yeah.
And he's gone on record and say that was a bad decision. So I think he Jeff Probst wants you to go back and watch the seasons that he also thinks that he did a good job in, and
Yeah.
season 41 episode 1 he has some moment that he regrets, and so he's not going to want people to go back and see.
Listen, it was after 2020.
Yeah,
I think, like especially because some things kind of went his, he was made aware of like a few things during that time. I think all of us were, but like especially if you're
mm-hmm.
running a show for
Yeah,
20 something years. It's kind of like, it was more so like you couldn't just make the change. You had to also announce the change, even though like some people gave you shit for announcing the change. It was a weird time.
yeah,
But like, he had good intentions and it's not
yeah,
like he did anything wrong. It was just kind of weird how it played out.
yeah,
But I digress.
yeah. But yeah, yet again, I think the cast is not the issue of the season. It genuinely is the editing, and it is the game,
They
you know,
make.
game making decisions.
Yeah. But Danny, you're on a better cast, or like you're in a good simulation this time, so should be good.
Yeah. What's hilarious is right after you now get to talk about someone from another season that is widely hated.
Yes. Uh we have Elaine Stott from Island of the Idols. I know Island of the Idols, they're probably not going to bring anyone. I bring Janet a lot. We both played a game with Janet. We
I
we
hardly
fell in love.
played with Janet. I'll be honest.
You hardly played. I had
Yeah.
a good conversation with her
Yeah.
before she fell on the sword.
Mhm.
But Elaine, she is like, like I remember watching that and like she was fun, like, the bus a can of biscuits. She was very relatable, very like fun. She was like, yeah, I know who I am, very likable, a good social player. But, she got into that point where they're like, all right, who might win this game? And they looked at Elaine because she's a mom. She's very likable by like a lot of people, and she has a bit of an underdog story going on with her as well. So yeah, that was a big reason why she got eliminated. But I still enjoy her character, and yeah, it's just a shame that she was a part of the season where, yeah,
Yeah, exactly. It's another one of those seasons where you just don't want people to go back and watch it. They hope that people just like find out that you're to skip it. Like, telling you if they could give you a list of seasons to watch, they're definitely not showing you that one.
yeah,
Which yet again has a good cast on Island of the Idols. There's just one person that just ruins the whole experience.
yeah, yeah. All right, but I hope she does well on here.
Mhm.
All right, next up we have one of the biggest omissions from season 50. We have Jerry Manthe. It was a little bittersweet her not being on when Colby was, because they were on every single season together. Um, Jerry also almost won Heroes versus Villains.
Mhm.
She also has that distinction as well. And I think like it would have also been interesting to see her play again because she is like, older, wiser, and has a lot more life experience. She's no longer, like the actress trying to like make her career and stuff like that. She's like she's had fame, she's been been through life, she's been humbled a little bit with
Mhm.
some of her past games. I think she could come on and she could do some great things.
Mhm. Yeah, definitely. Now we get to see what Jerry is like when she doesn't play with Colby. That's now
Yeah.
the new story here because you know it is kind of crazy that they didn't keep that tradition alive. Like the story arc, like come on, like give it to us. I bet you if Jerry's out there, Colby doesn't get injured.
I mean, in the vast possibilities of the multiverse, it is likely.
Yeah, yeah, but yeah, great player. Definitely kind of birthed, kind of the Black Widow kind of personality and archetype of Survivor. One of those OG villains, and yeah, I definitely think gotta have some heroes versus villains representation because I think has anyone else? Yeah, yeah,
No.
yeah, no, yeah. Out of this cast,
No,
she's
wait,
the
Courtney.
Oh yeah, Courtney. I forgot yet again about Courtney on
Yeah.
that season. So two heroes versus villains representations.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it is one of their biggest seasons
Mhm.
ever. Of
Yeah,
like even one of the biggest seasons of reality TV, just in general. With
yeah,
the theme and like also execution of everything.
hmm
Just yeah.
yeah.
So, and she obviously was one of the main characters. But
hmm
yeah,
Yep. Okay, moving on to another big snub who I thought was locked, and there's no way that they weren't going to cast him here. We got Sean Rector, and he's been very important to the diversity mandates of Survivor. Like that was a huge thing. Like he kind of came on and was like one of the big voices from it. Big character from Marquesas. And it's kind of crazy that he never has come back. Like
yeah,
it's wild. So um I feel like on 50, like I think you need to have some people from those early days who had just never played again, who are only one-time players to see because they really get that the feel of like, going from that super old school style to the new era. Whereas like some of the people who they brought back who were from the old school era kind of got to dip their toes like along the way as well and got to experience like a bit of the evolution into it. Whereas, yeah, Sean Rector would have been like, bam, just right into
yeah.
into the deep end.
I'm just also like looking up just to see his like age.
Mhm.
So 2002, he would have been or about 31. Yeah, so like almost like 20 years later, kind of coming back to the game where like
Mhm.
he he was like the name that was like always talked about for it. And
Yeah.
I guess there were signs that he would have, but for one reason or another, he didn't make the cut. Maybe because they were like, oh, we need like some other more bigger names for the old schoolers in order to justify bringing them.
Mhm.
I don't know. Like maybe the casting were like, he's too big of a deep cut, but it's like, is he though? I mean, like, yeah, he was only on one season, but all the fans keep saying him. Clearly, there's something there.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, um, well, he gets a shot now, and that's what's important.
Exactly. Okay, now on to the last one.
Sean, if you win, Joe will personally wire you $1 million.
That is not true. That is not true
Right,
whatsoever.
right. $2 million.
No, Mr. Beast. No, Mr. Beast.
Right. $3 million.
God, I don't know who else is gonna raise the price.
I
uh,
am. Not with my own money, but
no,
your money.
man. I mean, Survivor didn't even pay the 2 million. They made sure that Mr. Beast came in to pay 1 million. they
Eh,
managed to do the winners at war 2 million and only pay half it.
yep. I can just see the producer smoking a cigar and like just high fiving over that one.
Yeah, and be like, we got him.
Genius. All
Okay,
right.
give us the last person here. We've already talked about it a
Yeah.
bit.
All right. Last but not least, we have Solomon Yi from Survivor 40 Several. He is he's here because of Rome. But I will say there is some merit to Soul's game where he is a very likable guy. Yeah, he was a little on the outs, but he was very forthcoming with everything. And I think his honesty really saved his butt. He does get a little screwed over by Genevieve because like there was this mad scramble of like, oh yeah, and then Genevieve got big movitis, and then Soul kind of gets hit for that.
Yeah.
It is also an interesting thing because Soul gave Rachel the the safety without power. So
Mhm.
he kind of creates a huge move in the game that like that basically helped her win the game. If
Yeah.
you think about not even you think about it, they even like credit Soul doing that for her win.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, so I think he has potential to do well. Even if he doesn't find his people, he just has to wait until other people start to mess up for people to realize, you know, I don't know why we're against Soul. He seems pretty level headed. Let's go with him.
Mhm. Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. My favorite moment of Soul is with Rome when Rome is Soul's just like, "Are you coercing me?" And Rome's just like, "No, I'm just telling you that if you don't vote with me, I'm gonna use the steel vote on you and you're going home."
and then Soul is like, he thinks I'm an idiot.
They need a TV show, a sitcom together.
uh, I don't know if any amount of money is worth it to Soul.
No, probably not. To have to deal with Rome for many weeks throughout the year. uh
No, like as soon as he sees Rome, he's like Jeff is like, all right, I want out right now. Let me
yeah.
out. No,
Yeah.
I'm not doing this.
uh Man, imagine them being on the Amazing Race together.
I hope they make it far if they did.
Yeah, and I want them to like always barely make it, and Soul's like almost trying to lose to get them to end, and just somehow they keep surviving round after round.
Uh, It'd be
Uh,
funny.
yeah. Okay, let's do our favorites from each tribe.
All right. Here I got to go with Rob, Terry, and Venus.
Okay, I'm gonna have to go with Dominic, Rob, and Yowman.
All right. Very solid
Yeah, I'm
choices.
just hoping Yowman doesn't get medevaced.
I don't feel so bad. All right. Now, over here, I got to go with Courtney, Rome, and Fair Play.
Okay, I gotta go Rome, Penner, and I'm gonna go T-Bird.
Fair.
and then the Vatu tribe.
This is a hard one because I like a lot of people on here.
Mhm.
Uh, uh, Fuck it. I'm gonna say five people. I'm gonna say Abby Maria, Andy, Danny, Elaine, and Jerry. But honorable mention to the other three.
Yeah, you're just like fuck the rules on this one. I'm just gonna go on.
No one said that I'm required to choose three. And
I mean, it's just like how we usually do
a
it.
lot of people I like, ended up on this tribe.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna stick with three. I'm gonna go with Andy, Carolyn, and Sean Rector.
Nice. All right, let's get
Okay,
started.
let's do it. Okay, no alliances, no alliances, no alliances. Let's go to the reward challenge. And the Sela tribe wins reward. They win a Lich Torch to make fire with.
Nice.
As the Kalo tribe wins immunity and the Sela tribe wins immunity. They also win Flint.
All right. So the
Okay.
tribe where I said I like everyone is
Is the
going.
first tribe go. Dominic is
I
impressed
should have.
me.
I should have known that I would jinx it.
Yeah. Dominic's impressing the rest of the team. Rob and Venus bond strongly. Venus has a major meltdown, though, as an alliance forms between Dominic, Marianne, Victoria, and Yowman.
Nice.
Fairplay and Sophie find something in common. Courtney and Teresa bond slightly, and Rome is impressing the rest of the team. Oh, look at this. And
Yep.
Rome is in an alliance with T Bird.
Way to go, Rome.
This is his Genevieve. T Bird is his Genevieve.
They even have a similar smile.
Yeah, no, I actually kind of think T Bird is like the older archetype of Genevieve.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Abby and Danny bond strongly. Elaine and Soul have a major fight. Abby and
No.
Sean bond slightly. And alliance forms between Abby, Danny, and Sean.
All right. I think it's between Elaine or Saul. That's
I'm
all we have to go off of, really.
yeah, I'm gonna just say Elaine because I kind of want to keep Soul until he meets up with Rome.
It's unfortunate, but I have to agree with you.
Yeah. First vote goes to Jerry. Second vote goes to Sean.
Or screw the fighting altogether.
Third vote goes to Sean. Fourth vote goes to Jerry.
That's messed up, by the way.
Fifth vote goes to Sean. Sixth vote goes to Sean. Seventh vote goes to Jerry. One vote left. And Sean Rector.
I feel a little icky about that one. I'm not
He,
going to lie.
he just got Jenna Lewis out of Survivor 50.
That's messed up.
Oh my God. He was in an alliance.
Apparently, that alliance was called the.
the ones on the outs.
Yes, it's like.
What the fuck? That's so crazy. I feel like if you're usually get into any alliance, it means like you're going to be fine for at least that round.
Yeah, but they were like, "Nah, these are the cool kids. We have to take out one."
Oh my God. Okay. There are currently no secret advantages, by the way, at camp. So
Well, fudge muffins.
Vatu wins immunity. They also win a fishing spear, a snorkel, and a tackle box. And the Sela tribe wins immunity. They also win fishing hooks and line. Victoria and Yowman bond slightly, and Marianne is impressing the rest of the team. Courtney and T-Bird find something in common. Courtney and Omer find bond slightly. Jonathan, though, has a major meltdown as alliance forms between Courtney, Omer, and T-Bird, and Jonathan works hard at camp and becomes tired.
T-Bird earning her spot at the table.
I know she's working. Andy and Jerry have a small fight. Abby and Saul find something in common. It has a lasting impact. Soul actually getting along with Abby Maria, crazy. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I
I
don't
don't.
know. I mean,
It's
Jonathan had a meltdown or like kind of an issue there, but he also worked hard at camp, so maybe he's fine.
it's tough to say, especially after that last vote. I'm not really sure.
Yeah.
Like T-Burn technically has four people on her side, but
Hmm.
who knows?
Yeah, exactly. We'll see here. First vote goes to Sophie. Second vote goes to Tasha. Third vote goes to Tasha. Fourth vote goes to Sophie. Fifth vote goes to Tasha. Sixth vote goes to Tasha. Seventh vote goes to Sophie. And Tasha is eliminated from the game.
I don't I don't think that makes sense, but brands still be like that.
This season is not following logic, but I guess we're here for it. Courtney, Omer, and Tasha were the ones to vote Sophie there.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, not looking good for Courtney and Omer. But we'll see. Still can avoid tribal with some challenge wins, with no secret advantages still being hidden. Okay, so each tribe is instructed to pick their wisest member. Sela chooses Venus. Kahlo chooses Sophie, and Vatu chooses Andy. This is just chaos. They are not playing by the rules that Survivor is trying to give them.
You're telling me you have Yao Man and Terry, and Venus is your choice.
She's the
Like
white.
I,
She
I
she she
like I
was
said,
calling out the Statue of Liberty,
it was the Empire State Building.
Empire State Building.
And then yeah, so I don't like I said, love Venus. That's why I cast her, but really?
Yeah, so the Weiss members select a partner to join them to make a private decision. Venus chooses Yao Man.
See, this should have been reversed.
Yeah. Sophie chooses Fair Play.
Well, they bonded, so that makes sense.
Andy chooses Soul.
And they were on the same team, so or
Yeah.
season, so okay, math
Soul
is math.
Soul feels like he would also make sense as the wisest. Like it feels I don't know, it feels like they did it in opposite orders here.
Yeah.
The pairs must choose between a large bag of beans or a small bag of beans and a clue to the hidden immunity idol. Venus and Yao Man choose the small bag of beans and the clue.
Makes
Sophie
sense.
and Fairplay choose the large bag of beans.
Oh,
Character development for Fairplay.
I guess.
Andy and Soul choose the small bag of beans and the clue.
This is very out of character season.
Mm-hmm. Vatu wins reward. They win comfort items such as a blanket, pillows, and chairs. And the Callow tribe wins a reward. They win a tarp.
All right, that's not bad.
Sela tribe wins immunity again as the Callow tribe wins immunity.
My team keeps going back.
I know. Well, hey, idols are hidden now. Dominic
Okay.
and Marianne bond strongly. Dominic and Rob, though, have a small fight. Marianne and Victoria have a minor disagreement. As Marianne leaves his alliance and Rob works hard at camp, he becomes tired.
I got a little nervous for a sec.
Yeah, same. Jonathan and Sophie bond slightly as Omer leaves this alliance.
Y'all.
Danny and Soul have a minor disagreement. Elaine and Jerry have a minor disagreement. And Soul is impressing the rest of the team.
What is going on, Vatu?
This is the hot mess express right here.
I'll say.
I think this is Elaine's time.
I don't know. They still might be going after Danny or Abby Maria because they were on the outs.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Well, we will see. First votes. goes to Jerry. Second vote goes to Elaine. Third vote goes to Jerry. Fourth vote goes to Jerry. Oh my god, this might be one of the worst boot orders. So, like right now, the online community would be just enraged.
I mean, it's not hard to do that with Survivor fans, but
Yeah,
still,
yeah,
this is kind of to the extreme.
yeah. This is pretty rough. I gotta be honest.
I mean, Survivor 50, rage bait.
Yeah. Everything's still hidden here. And the Sela tribe wins immunity, and the Kalo tribe wins immunity. That Foxy going back.
I was like, oh, I was so worried about casting Yao Man. I didn't think
Yeah.
about the 8 other people that I marched to their doom.
Hey, Dominic, first person to find an idol. He gets the Sela tribe hidden immunity idol.
Nice.
Yao Man is suppressing the rest of the team, but then has a minor disagreement with Marianne. Has a lasting impact. And T-Bird finds the hidden immunity idol. Courtney and Fairplay bond strongly. And alliance forms between Rome, Penner, and Sophie.
All right.
And Carolyn finds all the idols being found in this episode.
That they did.
Andy is suppressing the rest of the team. Danny and Soul have a minor disagreement. And
Yep.
then Danny rests at camp to restore his energy.
I don't even know at this point.
I think they're losing Danny.
I think it's definitely implying that.
Yeah.
But who knows?
Yeah.
Jerry was a little bit out of the blue.
Yeah, exactly. First vote goes to Carolyn.
Oh no, don't do this.
Second vote goes to Elaine. Third vote goes to Andy. Fourth vote goes to Soul. Fifth vote goes to Elaine. Sixth vote goes to Andy. We are tied in a 2-2-1-1 vote between Andy and Elaine.
I think we called it a hot mess, and then it was like, all right, I'll show you a hot mess. We'll get even messier.
Oh my god. I mean, I think this had to have been a split vote plan somehow to take one of these two out. But like to do a split vote plan, that's a 2-2-1-1 is so fucking risky.
I don't think this was orchestrated correctly.
No. Okay, well, first vote goes to Andy. Second vote goes to Elaine. Third vote goes to Andy. And Andy is now taken out. Fandom is outraged. Carolyn flips on to Andy. So let's see how this all played out. So Abby and Danny voted Andy. Carolyn and Soul voted Elaine. Andy on his own voted Carolyn, costing him the game. Elaine also costing her, potentially costing herself the game here by voting Soul.
What is happening, y'all?
They don't know. This is random. This is just complete. They're just going in there. I don't even know if they're talking about the votes. I think they're just kind of figuring it out on the fly.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay. Let's go to reward challenge. As the Vatu tribe wins reward, they win 2 egg-laying hens and a rooster. And the Kalo tribe wins reward, they win 1 chicken. And the Sela tribe wins immunity. Both of the other tribes are going to tribal.
I think this is one where they vote who swaps.
I think that might be happening because I do remember that is one of the things in one of these Australian Survivor seasons.
Yeah.
Sydney and Dominic have a major fight. Terry and Yao-Man bond strongly. An alliance forms between Dominic, Marianne, and Yao-Man as Dominic rests at camp to restore his energy.
They're over here playing 4D chess.
Yeah.
And they haven't had to gone once.
Yeah, and if they're about to do a swap here with people going, like they're still not. Their core people are just gonna stay together. Rome and Sophie Bonsiley. Rome and Omer have a small fight as the alliance forms between Courtney, Fairplay, and Omer. Abby and Soul find something in common. Abby and Danny find something in common. Okay.
All right. Trying to think, a lot of people are aligned with a lot of other people here.
Yeah.
It's tough to say who's the real puppet master because I was thinking it might be T-Bird, might be Sophie.
I think T-Bird is definitely kind of calling the shots right now. So I think she'll be fine. It's just kind of who isn't as in with T-Bird.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Was like, who's
Yeah.
the puppeteer?
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I could see Courtney maybe. Yeah, maybe an Omer. I don't know. We're gonna have to see. This tribe's only had to go once, so they
Yeah.
not too much info. And no one stands. First votes goes to Sophie. Second vote goes to Omer. Third vote goes to Omer. Fourth vote goes to Omer. Fifth vote goes to Sophie. Sixth vote goes to Sophie. One vote left, and the person swapping to the other tribe tonight is Sophie. And she was voted out into the tribe along with another player of her choice. And she chooses Rome.
Oh no, they can't vote out Soul. They cannot do that.
Yeah. And Soul can't get brought.
Yeah.
By the way, I have been in a twist like this, and I have been the one to get brought. It kind of sucks. It is not a great position to be in.
No.
Okay, so Courtney, Fairplay, Omer, and T-Bird voted Sophie. Jonathan, Rome, and Sophie voted Omer. So at least she brought someone who she thinks is an ally, but
That
also
should
kind
help.
of screws Penner over potentially.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what happens here. I still think Elaine's probably the one who gets targeted.
It makes sense.
Yeah,
I don't know if the show, if they know that's how this pans out,
I
or
don't
if it's
know.
a surprise twist.
Yeah, I don't know. But for some reason, Carolyn is using her idol. This tribe is hot garbage. This tribe is fucking booty cheeks in terms of strategy.
I'm just flabbergasted.
Oh boy. First vote goes to Carolyn, does not count. Second vote goes to Carolyn, does not count. Third vote goes to Soul.
No, please, come on.
Fourth vote goes to Danny, one vote left. Fifth, oh my god, we are in a tie.
What is this game?
This tribe fucking sucks, Ryan.
I'm pretty sure I forget who's the host of Australian Survivor.
JLP.
I'm sure he's pissed right now because he's like, listen, I have to pull basically a double shift tonight for this. I want to go to bed. Just please choose someone, anyone.
But no, we gotta have a freaking idol play on a swap and then a three-way tie with one vote each. Oh. Okay, first vote goes to Danny. Second vote goes to Elaine. Okay, we are now tied between Elaine and Danny. We gotta do a revote again.
Oh, that was only 2 votes.
There's
Oh, because it was a
the
three-way tie, so
yeah,
none
these
of them
three
could do it.
yeah, these three can't vote. So now that Soul didn't get a vote, now we're gonna do a revote, but where Soul can vote.
JLP is so mad. He's like, choose someone.
First vote goes to Danny. Second vote goes to Elaine. One vote left. And Elaine has been voted out. And she chooses
Correct.
Carolyn, who used the idol.
Bro, and so also I love how Carolyn's fate was inevitable,
Yeah,
and now she goes to a new tribe with nothing.
and the idol is over there that she can't get.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, this was crazy. Abby and Danny voted Carolyn. Carolyn voted Danny. Soul voted Elaine. Elaine voted Soul.
Great, Scott.
I feel so bad for Rome and Sophie because they don't know what the fuck they're getting themselves into.
No, I think so. It's like, okay, y'all, we just have to get out Rome. After that, we're fine. We can do whatever.
Yeah, but everyone else is just going to like randomly put votes on the people that make no sense. That's that tribe strategy. Okay, well, Idol is currently hidden over here. And the Kalo tribe wins immunity, and the Vatu tribe. Oh my god, the Sela tribe finally going.
Yep.
And Soul's got to deal with Rome a bit longer. Dominic is impressing the rest of the team. Terry and Venus have a major fight. Okay, Terry's finally had enough of Venus.
Yeah.
Marianne and Yao-Man have a major fight.
Okay.
Elaine and T-Bird bond strongly. Penner and T-Bird have a small fight. And Omer leaves his alliance with Courtney and Fairplay.
It's not like the second alliance he's done that
Oh
with.
my god, Soul has a major meltdown.
He's
right
like,
after.
I can't. I try to throw that challenge so we can get rid of Rome. This sucks.
Oh my god. And Sophie has oh my god. she is
That's
not.
all that happened on this tribe.
Yeah. Okay, well, this tribe finally is going to lose a member here.
I don't even know what's gonna happen.
Yeah. Okay, no one stands. First vote goes to Sydney. Second vote goes to Sydney. Third vote goes to Sydney. Fourth vote goes to Venus. Fifth vote goes to Venus. Sixth vote goes to Sydney. And Sydney is voted out.
This
Very much out of nowhere. It was Sydney and Terry trying to take out Venus. Now Terry really is all on his own. He's like, why are you trusting her? she's a terrible human being.
this is not good.
Okay, let's proceed. Okay, enough there. There. Okay, item still hidden. Reward challenge. The Vatu tribe wins reward. They win a Hungry Jack's banquet complete with a grill, toppings, and soft drinks. And the Callow tribe wins reward. They win one Whopper Jr. for each tribe member.
I love how it took Rome and Saul coming together to get this team's shit together.
I know, right? Well, don't say anything yet. They gotta win immunity because that's the one that matters. Oh my god! And the Vatu tribe wins immunity, and
Out
the
of
cow, and now the Sela tribe is a disaster, back to back.
you know what it was? It was just the tribe chemistry.
Yeah, Dominic and Marianne bond strongly. Terry and Victoria have a major fight.
Terry's cooked.
Yeah, not looking good for him. Omer and T-Bird find something in common. Carolyn and Elaine have a small fight, and Carolyn and Fairplay have a minor disagreement. Okay, so Carolyn, bit of trouble over there. Abby and Sophie bond slightly. Danny and Sophie have a small fight, and Danny and Rome find something in common. It has a lasting impact. This is Rome's game. Rome's going to win the freaking game.
Remember, this is canonically Survivor 50 in this universe.
Yeah. uh, okay. Well, I would be shocked if it's not Terry.
Yeah.
First vote goes to Rob. Second vote goes to Rob. Third vote goes to Venus. Fourth vote goes to Venus. Fifth vote goes to Venus. Oh my God, somehow Terry turns it around on Venus.
Well, maybe they're like, wait a minute. Maybe Terry's on to something.
Yeah, I guess the days eventually got to them. And they were like, we can't do it anymore. Only person to vote with Venus was Victoria.
These.
Yeah. And now the Callow tribe has the most tribe members. Look at that. Okay. Oh my God, Rome finds the freaking island.
Yes.
Oh
I'm all
my.
for it.
Okay. Well, we just got a reward challenge on this episode. So Callow wins reward. They win the decision of whether to stay together as a tribe or split off to join another tribe. And they decide to split off.
Why?
They had the majority in terms of the tribes, and now they think
so stupid.
Oh my God. Okay, well, the following players joined Sela: Courtney, Elaine, Henner, and the following players joined Vatu: T-Bird, Carolyn, Omer, and a Fair Play. So Carolyn is going back over to the Disaster Tribe.
Oh yeah. Well,
and here we go.
This season has been anything but predictable.
Yeah, it's keeping us guessing.
It's leaving me confused.
Well, I wonder if Vatu will still be a Disaster Tribe after getting all those new peeps. Definitely shouldn't have split off. They definitely should have stayed together.
No. Agreed.
That was a bad decision. Okay, let's go to rewards. And the Vatu tribe wins reward. They win a trip to a jungle spa with showers and toiletries, as well as champagne and cheese. And the Sela tribe wins immunity.
All right.
Okay. Elaine and Jonathan bond strongly. Marianne has a major meltdown. Courtney and Jonathan have a small fight. Carolyn and Danny have a major fight. This could be Carolyn going home here. And T-Bird has a major meltdown. I think she was the one who didn't want to separate. And everyone else did. And she's like, no, my game's falling apart.
I think it's going to be Carolyn. Because of her previous idol play, she would have been the one to leave.
Yeah.
And her causing so much crap.
Agreed. No one stands. First vote goes to Soul. Second vote goes to Carolyn. Third vote goes to Carolyn. Fourth vote goes to Soul. Fifth vote goes to Carolyn. Sixth vote goes to Soul. Seventh vote goes to Soul. Eighth vote goes to Carolyn. One vote left. And Soul is voted out in a 5-4 vote.
Oh!
And Rome voted him out.
He got his revenge.
Wow. Soul got done dirty there.
He very much did.
Okay. Well, there goes a pretty big storyline that has been brewing. Okay. And who wins immunity? The Sela tribe wins immunity again.
Vatu is back to its loser status.
Yep. And pretty chaotic in terms of who just went home because there's no sign of Soul. It was all on Carolyn. Terry is impressing the rest of the team. Elaine and Victoria have a major fight. Jonathan and Terry bond strongly, has a lasting impact. Carolyn and Sophie have a minor disagreement. Fair Play and Omer find something in common. Okay.
I, I can't even tell.
I'm still just gonna say Carolyn because it should have been Carolyn.
Sure.
No one stands. First vote goes to Omer. Second vote goes to Abby.
Apparently not.
Third vote goes to Carolyn. Don't speak too soon.
Or maybe not.
Fourth vote goes to Carolyn. Fifth vote goes to Abby. Sixth vote goes to Omer. Seventh vote goes to Carolyn. Eighth vote goes to Omer. We're tied between Carolyn and Omer.
These people have been tying way too much in this.
Yeah. Third vote goes to Carolyn. Second vote goes to Carolyn. Third vote goes to Omer. Fourth vote goes to Omer. Fifth vote goes to Omer. Sixth vote goes to Carolyn. Oh my god. A consensus must be reached to eliminate either. A consensus is not reached.
No, Joe.
We're
Joe,
going to
we can't be
rocks.
going to rocks with two people with idols.
We're going to rocks, Ryan. We're
We
going
can't
to
be
rocks.
doing this. We can't be doing this.
And Rome and Tiber are honestly front runners to win this. So if they get rocked out here, it's going to be devastating.
Joe, I'm not wearing pants right now. I can't get up and throw my arms in the air.
Thanks for letting us know that, Ryan.
You're welcome.
Okay, well, here we go. A 1 in 6 chance of going home. Tiber draws the odd color rocket as a limit. Oh my god. Oh my, she was genuinely playing such a like winning game of Survivor so far. And she gets rocked out with an idol in her freaking pocket.
What the hell happened? This makes zero. How did this make sense?
This season doesn't make sense, right? We gotta, that's a
This
fact
is
of
like
life.
this is like subverting all the expectations, and not in a good way.
Usually we have a pretty good read on like 70, maybe even 80% of tribals. Like we kind of get like who maybe the two people should be going home, and it's usually them. This season it's just chaos.
Yeah. This is the real Chaos Gremlin season.
Yeah, Chaos Gremlins, most boring, predictable season. And then
literally everything else we've done.
Yeah.
I think we put too much pressure on the Gremlins. That's why.
I know. If you expect one thing, it's going to give you the other thing. Okay, so on the first vote, Abby, Danny, and Omer voted Carolyn. Carolyn, Rome, and Sophie voted Omer. Fairplay and Teresa voted Abby. So them not voting either one of those kind of screwed it. And then they didn't vote together on the revotes. I think Fairplay and Tiber just didn't know about this plan for Carolyn and Omer, and then they didn't have time to figure out who they're dumping their votes on, and they split.
Y'all, this is not how you do Survivor.
Yeah. Oof. Well, kind of want to see this tribe go again. I'm going to be honest. This tribe, this Vatu tribe, has been a very interesting tribe to see go.
Yeah. I'm perplexed. It's hurting my brain.
And Osceola wins reward. They win a chocolate feast with chocolate pastries, confectionery, and chocolate milk. But the Vatu tribe wins immunity.
You just had to.
I know.
You jinxed it.
Elaine is impressing the rest of the team. Dominic and Elaine bond strongly, and Rob works hard at camp and becomes tired. Fairplay and Omer bond strongly. Abby and Danny bond strongly.
Are they finally coming together?
Yeah. Okay.
Elaine?
Yeah, I mean Elaine's the only one from the OG Vatu.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go with that. Dominic uses the idol on Marianne. First vote goes to Courtney, wasted idol.
Bro.
Second vote goes to Rob. Third vote is to Courtney. Fourth vote is to Courtney. Fifth vote goes to Courtney.
Why'd you play it?
Sixth vote goes to Rob. Seventh vote goes to Rob. And Courtney is voted out of the game. And he voted Courtney. He was in the numbers.
This is crazy.
It was Courtney, Elaine, and Terry. So Penner has kind of gotten himself in with the Sealer people. So now, except for Terry, Terry is he's been on the outs. He's still here. It's kind of surprising. Same with Elaine. I feel like these two have not been like well liked on their tribes,
but somehow they're still here.
Yeah, we're on episode 12, and they're still making it.
15 people left in the game.
Yeah. Okay, let's go to immunity. And the Sela tribe wins immunity.
All right.
Marianne is impressing the rest of the team. And Sophie has a major meltdown. Fair play is impressing the rest of the team. Abby and Carolyn find something in common.
I don't even know. I'm
going to say Carolyn.
There's no predicting this.
They could genuinely be anything. We could get, for all we know, like 6 people getting a vote. Like
it could be even like miraculously someone else on the other tribe is eliminated for whatever reason.
Yeah. Oh my god. No one stands. First vote goes to Rome. Second vote goes to Danny. Third vote goes to Fair Play. Fourth vote goes to
oh my god.
This is just how this tribe freaking operates. Fifth vote goes to Omer. Sixth vote goes to Fair Play, and Omer is voted out in a 3-2-1-1 vote.
This should not be happening. I mean, Omar at least makes sense here. But I'm still like, how is it like this?
Yeah, so Carolyn, Rome, and Sophie voted Omer. Abby, Danny voted Fair Play. Fair Play on the outs here voting Danny. Omer really on the outs voting Rome. So if he voted Fair Play, at least, could potentially get a tie.
Yeah.
So yet again, just like bad Survivor. Like just bad gameplay from, I feel like, a lot of angles from a lot of players on this tribe. Like if you go on this tribe, you become a worse player than if you're on a different tribe.
People, it's just brain rot over there.
Oh my god, and Terry finds the immunity idol.
All right.
That could cause some chaos over there.
Maybe. But I don't see Vatu pulling their stuff together.
Mm-hmm. As the Sea the tribe wins rewards. Don't even know what the reward is, but they win a reward.
$5.
But Vatu wins immunity, and they can send one member to eavesdrop on tribal council, and they choose Abby.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yao Man is impressing the rest of the team. Elaine and Victoria have a major fight. Danny and Rome have a major fight. Danny and Fairplay bond strongly. After discussing the vote, a twist is revealed. Abby can permanently kidnap someone from Sela, and she kidnaps Victoria. The vote is canceled.
I think Victoria is like, no, let me stay here. I will do anything.
Yeah.
Take Elaine back with you, please.
And Elaine's being like, no, what? You don't want to go over there. It is a disaster. You're going to get worse, or your game's going to get sunk. Oh my god. Okay, well, we're even tribes here.
Yeah.
Okay, and let's go to immunity. And Sela wins immunity. They also win a breakfast spread from Hungry Jack's at the Togato Giga Falls. Okay, Victoria, welcome to Vatu. You're getting the full experience right away. Marianne
I
has a
expect
major
nothing
meltdown.
less.
Terry,
Thankfully, the merge is on the horizon.
yeah, exactly. Terry works hard at camp and becomes tired. Abby has a major meltdown. Okay, maybe it's gonna be Abby.
I think you just take out Victoria here.
Yeah, things never go the way that we expected on this tribe. For all we know, I don't know. Sophie's gonna go.
5 people get votes.
Yeah. First vote goes to Sophie. Second vote goes to Sophie. Third vote goes to Sophie. Fourth vote goes to Carolyn. Fifth vote goes to Carolyn. Sixth vote goes to Carolyn. One vote left. And Carolyn
Dang.
finally gets eliminated after like kind of sinking her game on that vote swap thing. Kind of being ostracized ever since then. Finally gone here on episode 14.
All right.
It was Fair Play, Rome, Sophie, and Victoria. So Victoria came over in the numbers.
Oh, we made it to the merge.
We are here at the merge. Okay, let's do an assessment. Who are the front runners so far?
It is Rome.
Rome's pretty high
That
up
is
there.
all.
Yeah.
I don't know. It feels like the other tribe. I can see Terry probably, maybe. It's like I feel like I don't have a good pulse on what that tribe is, even.
Yeah. Yeah, Terry and Elaine were kind of on the outs there, so I wonder if now they're gonna go to those that Vatu tribe and be like, hey, let's take out a bunch of these other Sela members who have kind of had a bit more of an easier path to the merge than let's say the people who ended up on Vatu.
Yeah.
Victoria though, I mean, she's still got some allegiances to that Sela tribe, so we're gonna have to
And she
see.
proved loyalty to at least 3 people, so.
Yeah. Okay. Merch idol is hidden. Let's go 2 rewards. Marianne. Okay, it's the survivor auction. Marianne wins salt and vinegar chips and a bottle of soft drinks. Abby wins chocolate cake with a chocolate milk. Jonathan wins a covered item. Nachos with a margarita. Oh no, it's the margarita curse. Margarita curse. Victoria wins a covered item. Steak and chips.
This chips is in fries.
Yes.
Nice.
Rome wins a bath with hot water, bubble bath, and a toothbrush to use for the remainder of the auction. Dominic wins an advantage in the game of vote stopping power. So a block of votes. Abby wins pasta and garlic bread with wine. Marianne wins a clue to a hidden immunity idol. And Abby wins immunity. Elaine has a major meltdown. Okay, if you're Penner, you see this meltdown, you got everyone. Let's just do her. Let's not worry about me and the margarita curse.
Yep. I don't know. These two would be the front runner, but this season has been all but predictable.
Exactly. Dominic has secretly used the vote stopper power on Jonathan.
Oh no.
Anything here? No one stands. First vote goes to Terry. Second vote goes to Danny. Third vote goes to Penner. Fourth vote goes to Penner.
Oh no.
Fifth vote goes to Danny. Sixth vote goes to Penner. Seventh vote goes to Terry. Eighth vote goes to Danny. Ninth vote goes to Terry. 10th vote goes to Penner.
Oh no.
11 vote goes to Danny. 1 vote left. And Danny McRae is voted out.
This was a wild, wild challenge. Or
See,
tribal.
yeah, this Vachu tribe now that they're the merge, we're like, guys, you guys aren't allowed to have a normal tribal still.
Yeah. They just brought all that energy with them.
Yeah,
No.
we got to freaking make this a 5-4-3 votes. Oh my god. Okay, well, keep chugging along as Yowman wins immunity.
And you said he was too old to do this.
I know he hasn't been medevaced. He's winning a challenge as Penner now finds the hidden immunity idol.
Very nice.
Marianne and Yowman find something in common. Rome and Marianne have a major fight. Elaine is impressing the rest of the team as the alliance forms between Elaine, Rome, and Sophie, and Abby rush at camp to restore her energy. Okay.
Who got into a fight with Rome?
Was it Marianne?
I think I'm gonna say Marianne.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like that's a pretty good option. No one stands. First vote goes to Abby. Second vote goes to Victoria. Third vote goes to Marianne. Fourth vote goes to Marianne. Fifth vote goes to Abby. Sixth vote goes to Victoria. Seventh vote goes to Abby. Eighth vote goes to Marianne. Ninth vote goes to Victoria. 10th vote goes to Marianne. 11th vote goes to Abby. 1 vote left. And Marianne is voted out of the game. In another freaking 5-4-3 vote again.
Yeah. At least this time people were allowed to vote. I think now after this, anyone now eliminated will be part of the jury.
Yeah. Wow, that it's pretty insane.
So congratulations to these 11 people. They will be
Yeah.
getting a lot more screen time.
Yes. And you survived genuinely one of the most chaotic pre-jury phases that I've seen in Brand Steel.
Yeah.
See, and guess what? Like a lot of this like chaos is coming from the cast and not random things happening, like having to flip a coin or Jimmy Fallon. Group number 1, Abby, Jonathan Penner, Johnny Fairplay, Sophie, and Victoria. Group number 2 is Dominic, Rome, Rob, Terry, and Yowman. Elaine does not participate, but win reward by guessing the winning team. She predicts group number 1 will win, and group number 1 does in fact win. They win letters from home as well as tea to share at camp. And Dominic wins immunity. Fairplay and Yowman find something in common. Elaine and Yowman bond slightly. Okay.
I guess Abby or I don't know. So many people have gotten votes, and it wasn't like last time. None of the ones from the previous one even carried over.
Yeah.
So
It's voting blogs, and it is kind of like multiple people seem to be getting votes at a tribal. So
yeah.
And it could be for any reason, even if they're not being shown.
No, yeah.
Dominic gives individual immunity to Yowman.
That's not his he gives
You
up
give
a
yeah,
mute. Is this first for us apart from fire making?
I think so. I mean,
yeah.
That's insane.
Apart from fire making, this the first time in this on our channel. This has happened.
Well, Penner's using his idol. Rome is using the idol on Sophie. Terry uses the
Oh,
idol.
what? It was like, you get immunity, and you get immunity, and you get immunity, and you get immunity.
The season's driving me insane.
And 3 out of the 4 people that are safe were given this.
Oh my god. Okay, well, first vote goes to Fairplay. I know you.
I all of it was wasted.
Season has genuinely the worst strategic minded players we've ever seen. They
You
don't
know,
know.
I really wish that I had alcohol right now. This has been a hoot.
Oh my
I
god.
want to be on whatever they're on. They've seen me.
They're just having a good time. They're uh second one goes to Dominic.
Oh no.
Third vote goes to Dominic. Fourth vote goes to Dominic. Fifth
Oh
vote
god.
goes to Abby. Sixth vote goes to Abby. Seventh vote goes to Dominic.
Is Dominic
Eighth vote goes to Abby. Ninth vote goes to 10th vote goes to Abby. Dominic.
a freaking idiot?
Oh my god. Oh my god. I think there was a plan
He,
going into this
he
tribal
has so
council.
much potential too.
There was a plan going into this tribal council, and Dominic thought, "Let me give my immunity." Yao Man is one of the names out there, and then a bunch of people saw that and just said, "Let's now vote Dominic." And but everyone else was still afraid of these other plans, so idols came out. Oh my god, that might be. I think I lost brain cells from watching this tribal council.
I'm still like processing what happened.
Somehow Dominic is the one going home of that tribal council, and a bunch of
I
shit got
need
flushed.
I don't know. I think I need to just sit alone in a room for a while and
Yeah,
just process this.
I need to go
I
take a cold shower.
I might need therapy.
Yeah. Oh my god. Well, the idol is hidden again. As Jonathan wins immunity, the first 4 castaways eliminated will be visiting Exile Beach, and no one found the idol on Exile Beach.
Naturally.
Jonathan and Terry find something in common, and then have a minor disagreement about the thing that they just found in common. And Rome has a major meltdown. Ooh, this could be it for Rome.
Do you think so, really?
No, it's gonna be I don't know. Yeah, Jonathan Penner's gonna go with immunity again. Go home.
Yep.
Okay, no one stands. First vote goes to Abby. Second vote goes to Yao Man. Third vote goes to Abby. Fourth vote goes to Yao Man. Fifth vote goes to Abby. Sixth vote goes to Abby. Seventh vote goes to Abby. And Abby is taken out. I mean, I do think she was a bit of a threat, so
Yeah.
I think that makes sense. It was just Elaine that voted with Abby.
Well, Elaine's no Elaine has been on the outs a lot of this game, but she
Yeah,
somehow manages to get through, so we'll
yeah.
see.
Group number 1 is Rob, Sophie, Terry, and Yao Man. Group number 2 is Elaine, Rome, Fairplay, and Victoria. Penner does not participate, but will win reward by guessing the winning team. He predicts group number 2 will win, and group number 2 does win. They win a Sunday roast with meats, bread, and wine.
Sounds great.
And Rome wins immunity.
Very nice.
Victoria and Yao Man bond strongly. Victoria has a major meltdown, and Elaine rests at camp to restore her energy. Okay. Um, I mean, I should be saying Elaine here.
Oh, I think maybe Penner. He's been making a lot of moves, and they might be
True,
looking at someone, and they're like, "Aha!"
true. No one stands. First vote goes to Penner. Second vote goes to Sophie. Third vote goes to Yowman. Fourth vote goes to Rob. We're back
Oh
to
my god!
this. Fifth vote goes to Yowman. Sixth vote goes to Rob. Seventh vote goes to Rob. Eighth vote goes to Yowman. One vote left. And Yowman is voted out in a 4-3-1-1 vote.
So he can't be medevac. I can rest a little
Mm-hmm.
easy now.
True. It's just the two people on this is the Vaatu strategy. Get the two people who are the ones on the outs, tell them random fucking names, and then split the votes between them.
Yeah, this has been a common theme.
It is wild.
Do you think that's an actual viable strategy, though?
No, it's a bad strategy. You're
I
just
understand maybe one stray vote somewhere in case there's a double idol play, but
yeah.
even then,
Yeah. Even then, if it was like if you suggest it, sometimes people would be like, "Oh, this guy's just being paranoid," and then they're gonna be like mad
yeah,
at you. And Rome wins immunity again.
this might be a Rome. Rome might be winning this. He has that
It's
MC
possible,
energy.
but
Oh my,
fair play finds the hidden immunity idol,
very nice.
and then bonds with Rob, and alliance forms between Penner and Terry Dietz. And now one of them is going to go home. It's either Penner or Terry Dietz.
I don't know. I am starting to think could be Elaine,
Mm-hmm.
maybe Sophie.
Mm-hmm. Rob was also, on that split vote, so could potentially be on to him. We'll see. I feel like we haven't really predicted much on this. Have we even predicted really a tribal council?
Uh, I'd say the closest thing we've gotten was probably someone with an idol. I had a feeling that one of them would probably be
Yeah.
rocked out.
Yeah, the rock draw, not even like based off of strategy.
That was the closest semblance to a hunch that I had.
Oh my god. Fair play is using his idol right away. First vote goes to Rob, wasted idol.
Jesus.
Second vote goes to
Oh,
Victoria.
unless it goes to rocks.
Third vote goes to Rob. Fourth vote goes to Victoria. Fifth vote goes to Rob. Sixth vote goes to Victoria. Seventh vote goes to Rob. Eighth vote goes to Victoria. We are tied. I think we're going to rocks.
Yeah.
First vote goes to Rob. Second vote goes to Rob. Third vote goes to Rob. Fourth vote goes to Victoria. Fifth vote goes to Victoria. And sixth vote goes to Victoria. Will consensus be made? It is not. We are going to rocks between Elaine, Penner, Sophie, and Terry.
I'm gonna say
I think we're
I
losing
don't know.
Penner or Terry. I think we're losing one of that duo that just got formed.
I don't know. I feel like this is where Elaine goes out. Of all things, this is what does it.
That would be insane. Okay. Terry draws a normal colored rock. Elaine draws a normal colored rock. Penner draws a normal colored rock. And Sophie
So
draws the odd colored rock.
the one person we didn't choose.
Yeah. God, this season. I hope you guys are all enjoying it because it is a crazy season. You just have absolutely no idea what the fuck is happening.
No.
Okay, here we go. Final 7. And Victoria finds the idol. Probably going to play it right away.
I mean, no, I would save it for a split vote.
Yeah.
So
Terry wins
technically
reward.
speaking,
Yeah,
Hold on. Technically speaking, Fair Play played it correctly.
true. He didn't have to draw a rock. Terry shares the reward with Penner, of course. They win an opportunity to sleep in a cuddle bed. Oh my god, they're spooning together.
This is the bromance has entered the next level.
Yeah. And Penner wins immunity. Spot in the final six. Fair Play has a major meltdown. Rome and Victoria bond strongly, and alliance forms between Elaine, Terry, and Victoria, and Rome rests at camp to restore its energy. I think it's Fair Play. I think he just played an idol to save himself from rocks. I think some people are gonna hold that against him actually and be like, hey, we all had to draw rocks, you took the easy way out. Now it's on him.
It could be. Could also be Terry, because he was like, "Hey, we can't have this bromance going on."
But he's
It
close
fueled
to he's in a great spot. He's with Penner
Yeah.
and now he just got Elaine and Victoria. So
I will say that has not stopped people before.
yeah, true. No one stands. First vote goes to Rob. Second vote goes to Rob. Third vote goes to Rome. Fourth vote goes to Rob. And a unanimous vote here for Rob Cesternino.
Wow.
I mean, big threats. Had to take him out here. Okay, I know this isn't technically the finale of Australian Survivor, but we're going to do our recap to see who we think are the big threats going here into Endgame.
I think there's a lot of good. I think Rome has. I'm saying that he has the likeliness of winning here.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I'd say Petter also has a pretty good story going for him. Elena has that underdog status, always being on the outs. And Victoria, true to her, gameplay in Edge of Extinction, a bit of a sleeper. And I would say Johnny's a bit of a wild card. Terry, he's made some mistakes this game, but hey, he's still in it.
Yeah. I think Fair Play and Victoria, I don't see them winning. I think the other four definitely have a shot. I can see some combination of them and potentially if the jury, I mean the jury's fucking crazy. They could vote for anyone. We have no idea even what the jury's thinking because they have been like on meth or something this entire game. So
Yeah, it's like we don't need the Mario Party games. We can make them ourselves.
there's been 2 rock draws on the season. Okay, we got a reward challenge here. And Rome wins reward. He wins one night at a luxury spa hotel. There's a second reward challenge, touchy subjects. And Elaine wins rewards and shares the reward with Terry. They also go to the luxury spa hotel. And 3 castaways not selected will be visiting Exile Beach, where Fair Play has found the hidden immunity idol.
Very nice.
Okay. See who wins rewards. Group number 1 is Elaine, Fair Play, Terry. Group number 2 is Rome, Penner, Victoria. Group number 2 wins reward. They win an advantage in the upcoming immunity challenge,
Interesting.
where Penner wins immunity. Big threat here for Penner. Elaine and Victoria have a small fight.
All right.
I mean, maybe this is Elaine. Elaine and Victoria just had a fight. Maybe they try to vote Victoria. She idles and takes out Elaine.
I will say our odds of choosing right have gone up.
Yeah. Surely we're going to be right in some of these final eliminations.
Yeah.
Okay. No one stands. First vote goes to Rome. Second vote goes to Fair Play. Third vote goes to Fair Play. Fourth vote goes to Fair Play.
Oh, that's messed up.
And Fair Play unanimously voted out with an idol in his pod.
Okay, that's cruel.
Wow. This season. This fucking season.
I can't make heads or tails of it.
Okay, well, Victoria's guaranteed Final Four. And Rome wins immunity. I
You would
think.
think, hold on, you would think she's guaranteed Final Four. She could
Yeah,
misplay it or not play it at all, just wants a souvenir.
it's very possible. Rome is impression versus the team. Rome and Terry have a major fight, and then they bond strongly afterwards.
They were cursing each other out, but I'm like, I'm sorry, bro.
Okay, if I'm making a guess, it's going to be Penner instead. He's won challenges. I think he if he gets to the
Yeah,
end, he wins. I think you take Penner out because Terry, I think, is less dangerous if he gets the final three.
I want to agree with you, but wouldn't it be funny if Victoria played it on Penner?
And then she gets 3 votes and goes home. Victoria uses it on herself. First vote goes to Victoria, does not count. Second vote goes to Victoria, does not count. Third vote goes to Victoria, does not count. Fourth vote goes to Penner. Fifth vote goes to Elaine. We are tied between Penner and Elaine. God damn it. God damn it this season.
Oh no. Well, it can't go to rocks here.
Yeah. First vote goes to Penner. Second vote goes to Elaine. 1 vote left. Okay, and Penner is taken out.
All right, we did the math wrong, but we still got the right answer.
It's still fucking it tied. How many I gotta check at the end because there's so many fucking ties on this season. And Victoria wins immunity.
Yeah, I think it's Rome here. There's no one
Yeah.
else he's really aligned with.
Yeah. Rome and Terry have a major fight. I mean, could try to take out Terry. Elaine and Victoria. Oh, so the final
Oh,
four, they all are just fighting with each other. Different
they hate
people.
each.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a 2-1-1.
Oh,
Calling it now.
yeah. How funny would it be if it's a 1-1-1-1? They all are just totally.
Yeah, like Victoria just straight up abstains from having immunity just because.
First vote goes to Rome. Second vote goes to Rome. Third vote goes to Terry. Fourth vote goes to Terry. We are tied between Rome and Terry.
Fire making?
First vote
No.
goes to Rome. Second vote goes to Terry. We are doing fire. Terry, the tribe has spoken. Rome beats Terry, Deeds, and fire.
Not a sentence I don't think either one of us expected to say out loud,
Oh my god!
but it happened.
And now Victoria is on her own, and Elaine and Rome might if Victoria doesn't win immunity, they could be the
Yeah,
final three or the final two. Okay, and Rome wins the hand on an idol.
that means Victoria is most likely going home here.
Yeah, Elaine and Victoria have a small fight. Elaine and Rome bonds highly.
This is season 50, y'all.
Yeah. And Victoria is eliminated. Of all people, Elaine and Rome are the final two of this season.
I don't think anyone predicted that. Well, I was saying, nah, Rome's going to win. I'm
Mhm.
still going to. That might be the only right prediction I made this entire time besides the Penner vote.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
even then,
Yeah. I mean, Rome has had, I feel like, the main character energy of this season.
yes.
Elaine, underdog, fighting from the bottom. Will the jury respect that?
We're about to find out.
First vote goes to Rome. Second vote goes to Elaine. Third vote goes to Rome. Fourth vote goes to Elaine. Fifth vote goes to Rome. Sixth vote goes to Elaine. Seventh vote goes to Rome. Eighth vote goes to Elaine. One vote left. Of course, in the season, it's down to the last fucking vote. And Elaine is the winner of the season.
The busted can of biscuits won.
I mean, we were wrong yet again in the final two prediction.
We had a 50-50 shot. If we were smart, we each would have chosen one.
I mean, it just seemed like this was Rome's game, but only Fair Play, Rob, Sophie, and Victoria voted Rome. Everyone else voted Elaine. And Tasha wins the fan favorite award.
Wasn't she like second out?
She was the second boot of the season. Okay, how many revotes? Okay, so there's one revote there, two revotes there. I'm going to count it just as that. I feel like there were more. 3, 4. Feels like there were more. I
think
so. I guess there's some tribals that like didn't really exist.
And then there were some that had like we got a lot of like 5-3-4s or 4-1-1s and things like that in a row.
Yeah. It's crazy. These first merge votes were both 5-4-3 votes because the block votes was used here, and then they just replicated the same voting formula. Okay, well, most strategic went to Rome, followed by Penner, followed by Terry. Rob Cesternino with 21 votes cast against him. Rome, big challenge beast of the season. T-Bird not getting a single vote cast against her. She got screwed so bad.
She very much did.
When we do a pre-merge all-star season, she's coming back.
Absolutely.
Wow. Okay. Do we do a re-simulate and just see?
Why not?
Okay.
You know, like just for the lulz, we're already here.
Andy would have won. Final two with Courtney. Fair Play would have been there. T-Bird would have made it very deep. Okay. Roman Elaine would have gone out. Oh, okay. Well, I think, I like what we got because what we got was insanity.
We were not bored.
No. And we just gotta see random shit happen, and we just kind of have to deal with it.
That is exactly what happened.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I hope everyone enjoyed this episode. I think it was pretty great, and yeah. With that being said, we will see you all in the next one.
Peace.